Hey friends, Telly here with Duties. Wanted to take a moment to talk about some of our fencing products. So we have a PetStop brand charger here and our EcoLite collar from PetStop, which is a rechargeable collar. It is our most popular system by far. People just love the convenience of the rechargeable collar, not having to deal with overpriced batteries or worrying about getting the batteries and that kind of thing. This has a lifetime warranty on it, so if at any point the charge is not holding anymore or if it becomes defective, just let us know and we can change it out for you. It's also waterproof, so your dog can wear it in a lake or a pool if that's something that you have as well. Now the current, on this one, the red light is currently blinking just to indicate that it has a low battery. So I've noticed that when that starts to blink, you approximately have about 48 hours before it will die completely and you'll be forced to charge it. So once you start seeing that blinking, it's just best to get it on the charger. The charge will typically last for about 3 weeks on the system or on the collar itself, and it takes about 3 hours to charge on the cradle. So you can get like a power charge in like 15 minutes. So if you need to, if you come home and notice that it's low or dead completely, just throw it on the charger for about 15 minutes and you should be good when you send your dog out. So I recommend keeping the charger indoors. A lot of times it's best to have it away from major electronics. So it's best not to put it in the kitchen, but it does need to be indoors in a heated environment. So, yeah, so typically like an office or something like that may work. And the reason I say not to put it in the kitchen is I've encountered some rare instances where we've had a little bit of interference where it wasn't working properly or it caused the collar not to work properly when it was near a major appliance. So just something to keep in mind there. Aside from that, it's very simple to charge. All you do is throw it on the charger. Now, this particular one has our rubber tip contacts for the comfort of the dog. These are by far my favorite. They are obviously most comfortable for the dogs. This compared to like solid steel probes that a lot of the other companies use out there. So when you throw it on the charger, there's this little plastic tab here. Now you can shove it on there like that. Over time, what'll happen though is you'll get these metal contacts that will become bent or deformed, and then the charger won't work properly for it. So what I found is that it's just best, especially if you have the rubber tips on versus some of the other ones, to make sure you're pulling this tab back before you set it down, and then just carefully place it on there like that. So now you can hear it's doing the beeping. What this is doing right now, the red-green, is indicating that it's running a signal test with the transmitter, which I have mounted in the garage. And that signal test is just making sure that the collar is effectively communicating with the transmitter. I love that feature from a peace of mind standpoint. If there's ever a failure in a collar, you're going to know when you're throwing it on the charger that something happened to it. So it's kind of a peace of mind thing. Aside from that, you can see it is blinking green right now, which is indicating charging. It will switch to solid green when it becomes fully charged. So when it runs through that red-green thing, one thing that I have seen from time to time is it may settle on like a blinking red. And if that happens, it usually indicates an error of some sort with the collar. Now, that can be a multitude of things. The vast majority of what I see is if you let the collar go completely dead or close to it, there's so little juice on the collar itself that when you throw it on the charger, it can effectively run the signal test with the transmitter. So you'll get that blinking red light just indicating the error there. What I found is if you just leave it on the charger for about 15 minutes, pop it off, throw it back on, which I did here prior to starting the video, and it'll properly charge and you'll get the blinking green. Now, if that doesn't solve it, just get in touch with us because you may have an error on the collar and we can run a test on it just to be sure. But that's about all there is from a charging standpoint. Very simple. This should be charged in about 3 hours and we should be ready to go. If you have any questions on your system or you're looking for a system, we'd be happy to help you out. You can give us a call at 605-202-4089 or hop onto our website. It's southdakotadogfence.com. Thanks for watching.